Welcome to the Canberra Rugby League wrap for round 3. The Blues, Rams and Yas stay top, whilst the Kangaroos get their season back on track. We'll have all the action from round 3, but first we go to O'Connor, where the Rams meet the Sharks. Looking to keep their perfect record intact, the Rams would find it hard against the Sharks, who were looking for their first win of the season. The Sharks created the first chance, which started on their own 20, but unfortunately it broke down. The Rams then had a chance of their own, but just ran out of in-goal space. Woden Valley settled into their rhythm and began to find space from the scrum. Michael Gilmore wrestled his way through the defence before heading 20 metres to score the first try of the day. The Rams' lead was doubled almost straight away when Gilmore again broke the line. This time the back rower had to run 60 metres to score. Cole Johnson added the extras and the Rams led 10-0. The game was in danger of slipping away from the Sharks until fullback Damien Denny scored. Darcy Eason added the extras and the Rams' lead was reduced to 4. The restart went out on the full, and it allowed the Sharks another chance to post points. The ball went through the hands and Kantoni Vokash ran a nice line to score out wide. Denny's kick from the sideline was a beauty, and Belconnen United led for the first time 12-10. Woden Valley went back in front though, when some quick thinking ended in a try down the short side to Cleveland McGee. The Rams extended their lead 7 minutes out from half-time with the try of the day. Carl Johnson backed up the initial break, then weighted his kick perfectly for Josh Feeney to score in the corner. Johnson added the extras and the Rams were in front by 8 at half-time. It took 15 minutes for the first points to be scored in the second half, and it was the Sharks. The home side kept the ball alive and it went to the centre, Jordan Meakin Crane, who dived over in the corner. It was now anyone's game, but the Rams kicked up a gear. They found space out wide and created an overlap, with Johnson backing up again and the halfback scored next to the posts. Johnson then converted his own try and the Rams led 26-16. The Rams almost posted another try, but Vokash got back there in the nick of time. The Sharks then marched upfield and were back in the game. A movement to the right allowed Vokash to step his man and score his second try of the day. Eason converted the try and it was 26-22. The Sharks tried desperately to score another try, but the Rams held on for a much-deserved 26-22 victory. Gungahlin and Queanbeyan Roos both suffered defeats in round 2, so this fixture would be important to stay in touch with the top pack. The game was less than a minute old when the Roos went on the attack. Only the last pass went astray. However, it didn't take long for the home side to score, Daniel Reid practically going over untouched. Brent Crisp converted the try to make it 6-0 and the Roos were well on their way. 10 minutes later, the Roos went on the attack again. Some quick hands allowed Mitchell Connolly to get outside his opposition to score in the corner. Moments later, the Roos were in again, this time Aaron Gorrell scooting over from dummy half. Although the Bulls were down by 14, they soon pulled the Roos back thanks to a try to Jury Lowe. A few words were exchanged before half-time, but the Roos would go into the break leading 14 points to 4. The second half was only a couple of minutes old when Troy Wiley crossed for the Roos' fourth of the day. Gungahlin hit back then with probably the try of the day. It all started back in their 30-metre zone. Some good ball movement and some acceleration saw halfback Bradley Wood on the end of a great Bulls try. Any hope of a Bulls comeback was short-lived as the Roos went through the hands once again for Daniel Reid to score his second of the day. The final try of the afternoon was scored by the big front rower Jared Pearce. Brent Crisp kicked his easiest goal of the day, and the Roos were back in the winner's circle with a good win at home, 32 points to 8.
The kickoff comes from Yass Magpies' Andrew Swaffield, and it's a deep one down to the far end, and it's taken by Bobby Roberts. He offloads. Last tackle, plenty of options. Steve Norton puts it through, and it's tapped over the dead ball line. Oh, now have we got a try here? I don't think we have. No, it's gone dead. Now it's with Wiley, now across to Steve Norton. Steve Norton, oh, is he going to score a try in his first game back in 5 years? I think he might have. There we go. There's your fairy tale. First game of 5 years. It's taken him 9 minutes and 25 seconds, and he's in the book with a try. Very important, and as you see there, Steve Norton charging through. Would have put him directly in front, but really, for all intents and purposes, it may as well have been there. He kicks it into the trees over near the servo, and it becomes 6-0. Haven't seen a lot from him yet. The winger, so he's moved in to get involved in the play. Good to see that. Plenty of versatility, and as I said, plenty of attacking options for this Yass Magpies side. Quick hands, it gets over to Vaticani once again. He bumps out of one, bumps out of a second. What's he going to do as he gets to Ryan McQueen? He's going to bustle through. He hands it off to Steve Norton. Norton's running for the corner. Is he going to get a double in his comeback? He's had to slow down to the 10-metre mark, and it's done very cleverly. And he turns it around and scores a double in his comeback game. Oh, Steve Norton, welcome back to the hometown. Welcome back to Canberra, son. Great to see you out there. Up to the 30. One more pass would have been interesting. Bobby Roberts was there. He was making some noise, and I reckon he might have had some space. Now, here's Roberts. Throws it round. They change direction. Goes back on the inside. Here's Ryan McQueen. He's going to score under the post. There's what you needed, West Belconnen. Paid dividends just a few moments ago, and after going through his somewhat interesting pre-kick routine, Bobby Roberts pops it over the black dot, and it's 10 points to 6. Carl Danilchak, they shape to the right, then call it a play off to the left. Scott Norton puts a kick to the ball. It's been picked up, it's been fumbled, it's been lost in the in-goal, it's been sent dead. Could we see West Belconnen level it up or take the lead before the break? It might just happen here through Brown. He slips through one, slips through a second, taken in the third by Carl Danilchak. They come to the right again. Now it's with Tory Freeman-Key. Quick hands to Nick Watman. Through the hands, through to Ryan McQueen. And he gives it off to his winger, Callum Greenwood. And I think he's down in the corner and he's got the try. This is great inspirational play here from their captain. Wait and see this. There he is there, Ryan McQueen. He just very cleverly, he could have gone himself, but he just made sure that the man there, Callum Greenwood, gets in for the try. Tupu once again to his captain coach, Steve Norton. Norton's had 2 tries. Wouldn't mind a hat-trick in his comeback game. Satogi charges, bounces, grounds the ball, scores the try. You can see Satogi there just running onto it at speed. He's pushed it to the left, but it just stays inside the uprights. Adds the extras. Davis 2 for 3 for this afternoon. And again across to the left through Bobby Roberts. He puts the little kick through. Chasing after it is Ryan McQueen. McQueen taps it back into the field of play, but it had bounced on the stripe, and the referee, Johnny on the spot, says no, that's gone too far, too deep. Left or right, which way do they go? They go to the left. It's with Roberts. Roberts shapes to pass, instead kicks. It's picked up on the bounce by Jay Smith from the Yass Magpies in the in-goal area. Will come back under the posts for a restart. Just coming back onto the field in the past few minutes. Now it's Scott Norton. He continues to go through. He's like a hot knife through butter. This will be a try, will it? He gets it across to Swaffield. He probably should have gone to the other way. Steve Norton gets in. There's got to be a penalty there. Just too much work to slow down the play of the ball, and the penalty is indeed awarded. 13 on 13. And he pushed it a bit across to the right, but no problem for Davis. There's a ball boy playing with the ball over there, and we end up with 2 balls on the field for a moment. That's awkward. Harry Brown puts the kick across field. It's in the in-goal area. It's been taken there by Tim Sloman. I reckon he might have scored a try here. If he has, we've got the try of the day. We have indeed. Let's check this out. Right on the 10, and absolutely spot on. Just helping to increase the fatigue factor on the Yass side. Now it's Roberts. It's gone through hands. Through to McQueen. McQueen thinks about offloading, but he's been called held. Last tackle. It's on the 20-metre line. The fans call for a penalty. It comes to Roberts. He puts it skyward. There's 3 or 4 players involved in there. It's gone to ground. It's been picked up by a second Yass player. That could have been a disaster for the Yass Magpies. Across to the left they go. Standing deep was Roberts. The kick comes through and it's been caught onto by Vaticani. Can he get back into the field play? He does just, I think. He's over the line. And after a game that had so many opportunities late for West Belconnen to get away with it, It goes the other way. The Yass Magpies, they've led virtually from pillar to post.
It didn't take long for the Blues to open their account. A cross kick from Terry Campese fell for Michael Cullen, who found support in Tyler Stevens. Campese added the extras and Queanbeyan led 6-0 after 3 minutes. Campese had a hand in the Blues' second try when he threw a cutout pass to Brendan Tawaki. He passed inside to Tyler Stevens for his second try of the day. Goulburn managed to hold the Blues off for about 15 minutes, but they couldn't stop Francis Fainafo from scoring in the corner. Although down 16-0, Goulburn were playing good footy, and they were soon rewarded for their efforts when Blake Hewitt crossed out wide. Campese was at it again soon after by going to the air. This time he found his mark again, and the Blues had their fourth. Campese's conversion made it 22-4, and the Blues were well on their way. Just before half-time, the Blues got the try back that they needed. Bradley Arnold raced away down the left side to score in the corner. The second half was only a minute old when the Blues scored their fifth of the day. Jack Wheeler showed great pace and a swerve to score next to the posts. Campese had his easiest conversion of the day, and it was 28-8. The Blues were hungry for more points, and some quick thinking by hooker James Oluk had the Bulldogs scrambling. On the next play, Aaron McGuinness basically fell over the line. Campese again added the extras, and it was 34-8. The Bulldogs kept coming though, and they picked up their third try with Dominic Stevens grounding the ball inches before the dead ball line. Terry Campese then got on the try scoring list, stepping inside and finding his way to the line. The captain coach converted his own try to make the score 40-12. The Blues saved their best to last though, when Tyler Stevens ran onto a Campese pass to run 60 metres for his hat-trick. Although the game was gone, the Bulldogs finished on a positive note. Nicholas Cornish grubbered and regathered his kick to zigzag his way through to the try line. Blake Hewitt added the extras, but it was all too late. Queanbeyan Blues too strong, 44-18. So after 3 rounds, 3 teams lead the competition. Queanbeyan Blues, Yass Magpies and Woden Valley all on top. Down the bottom, Goulburn Workers and Belconnen United are yet to get off the mark. Next week, on Saturday, Gungahlins at home to Queanbeyan Blues. Belconnen travel to Queanbeyan to take on the Kangaroos, and Goulburn Workers are at home to Tuggeranong. On Sunday, the match of the round sees Yass Magpies taking on Woden Valley Rams. That's all from this week's show. Tune in next week. This is Bar TV Sports, Canberra Regional Rugby League wrap-up.